Hi, thank you for coming back for another installment of Fast 15. I'm C from It's Bossy, and today my special guest is a dear friend, Derrick. I look so forward to chatting it up with him today. How you doing, Derrick?
I'm doing excellent. See what's going on. My name is Derrick and known
Yeah,
as Fundamentals of Side Hustling on Instagram and YouTube.
awesome. So, for those of you that don't know, the premise of Fast 15, I'm going to ask 10 questions, and the last five questions are rapid fire. One, two.
Yes. Pea
I'll
shooters
give
are
I'll
out.
give you two choices and you answer with one of those two choices. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do this. I'm
All
born
right.
ready. You know what's up.
Now, again, fundamentals of side hustling, that's what you're known of. That's also your business, correct?
Yes, that's my business as far as my reselling. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
So
I'm known as across the board.
how did you come up with the name?
Fundamentals I've had that name ever since I was 13 years old when I was freshly going into high school. I don't know where it came from, but I came up with fundamentals and I've been using it ever since.
Oh, wow. So that's been around for what, 60 years?
But, this is a great interview. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day.
Okay. Usually, you're quick to get me. So, my show, I get to get.
Yeah,
Okay,
clearly.
that's your one get.
Clearly we see how that won. Yeah, right. Anyway. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And what made you decide to sell online? What made you decide to become an online entrepreneur?
I needed to find more room for my passion that I had, which was collecting Adidas. I love Adidas, and I still do it to this point. I just not on the level it was before. Currently, I have about 35 pair of Adidas. Back then, I had way more, so I had to get another pair. Didn't have room. Decided I could sell it online, and I sold within I think I priced it too low. I sold it within a couple hours, and I was hooked. And that was back in 2099, something like that.
Oh, so you started, okay, because I came onto eBay on, I think it was 2004.
Yeah.
And similar to you, I put something up there actually to shut a friend up because she was like, you need to do it. You need to do it. Nobody want this stuff. Did it so quickly. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
somebody wants this stuff.
Right.
And the rest is history.
And that was it. That's it. The rest was history.
Hmm. So can you describe to me for your research? Now, you said that you have other businesses
Yes.
other than just online reselling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
One business that I do know of, it literally just popped into my head, which I think is awesome that you share with a family member. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I actually started a curve painting business with my son. He is a avid video game player, as most kids are, and I just kind of wanted to teach him the aspect of a dollar. These video games aren't cheap, although we can buy it from them. Just like when we grew up, we were learned to appreciate what money actually does for you. So that's why I started it, and also I looked at it in a perspective of when he's not doing it with me, because he's a kid. Of course, I'm not gonna have him working full time. He's a kid. I can still utilize that business and grow it how I see it fit. So I can go out and curve paint myself and do business jobs like painting their parking lots, things like that. And when he wants to come out and make a little money, he can come out and make money with me. And I started videotaping it, and I was putting it on YouTube, and people actually liked it. So
yeah, they are. The videos are great, and I have to be honest. When I first saw your post about curb painting, I didn't understand what it was, and seeing the numbers, and I'm like, wow. You know why? Because I've never lived in a house where the numbers had to be, they
right
always had to be up on the
on
the
the
side of
house.
the house.
Yeah.
But and it's such a great idea, such a great business, and you guys, you have really good design. So if you haven't seen those videos, we'll give you a link at the end where you can go check them out. All righty. So what is, let's see here. I'm give you your next question. What is your, and this is only in business.
Is that thing trying to kill me?
There will be no killing on the show today.
There's a little, I work in my garage, and you know, when you open the garage door, little critters like to fly in. This thing was trying to attack my eye. I know you saw that. This thing was trying to kill me. I ain't got time for that today.
Don't take my guest out until the end, okay? We have to get this done. What motivates you?
What motivates? That's a great question. There's so many different things. Mine is to have a solid peace of mind.
Okay.
Being able to wake up and not be stressed about working under someone that's not going to value your work effort is so key for me.
Mm-hmm.
More important to me than almost anything. Because working from where I've worked and the stress and the pressures that I worked under and being done wrong so many times,
I can relate.
There's nothing like that freedom. Nothing like that freedom.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I'm sure any entrepreneur watching this will all agree. You put more hours into your businesses than you ever did working in somebody's company.
And you said it though. You said the key words, your business.
Your business. And that's why, because it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is, well, that kind of goes hand in hand with what you've already told me. Now, I don't know if, and if you're not a reader of these things, you know, if you can give me something else, but if you read business books, what business related book has inspired you the most?
So I don't read, and one of the reasons why I don't like reading is a company I worked for used to try to force us, the upper management, to read these books to help make us better business leaders. And there was never one that struck my attention because I am extremely self-motivated, and anything that I need to know, I will much rather learn it on my own or see it with my own eyes. Reading it does absolutely nothing for me because it doesn't really tell me the tone that it's in or how it's being said. It's kind of like an empty text. You can take it how you want to take it, and that's how I see books. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great books out there, I'm sure. It's just not my type of motivation. Okay.
So self-motivation is king, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually very good. How, got to keep track of the numbers because I will go over. How did you know that you had the right idea, that you wanted to endeavor into entrepreneurial life?
Because I was basically doing it anyway, but with the boss over my head.
Okay. So it was an easy transition.
Yeah, it was super easy transition. You know, I say this to anyone. You may be in a bad situation right now with a place that you don't like and that you're working. There's always good that comes out of that. You can either learn what not to do or what works, and that's any job. And if you take that and you go to another job, you know what to look for and some of the key signals that come across. You're like, oh, I dealt with this before, or oh, I know this is happening and I don't like this. You take whatever you can take from it and utilize it on your next endeavor, and you will never go wrong.
There you go. Everything is training.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Everything is training.
Training for the end game. It always is.
Yep. It just depends on whether or not you want to apply it. Yep. Okay. What and we've all had them. What has been one of your biggest mistakes?
One of my biggest mistakes is I have two older kids. and putting a job in front of watching my kids grow.
Okay.
You can't get that time back.
Okay.
So that's one of my biggest mistakes.
Okay. And let's see here. Well, I was going to say, what did you learn? But you just told me you can't get it back. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you've got multiple businesses. What do you do to test like new ideas, new products, new assumptions? What makes you say, well, yeah, you know what? Let me put this together and see how this goes. What makes you do things like that?
I guess from what I see, other mistakes that I see other people make, I learned so much from that. Like, man, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. Or sometimes, in the reselling game, tying it to that, sometimes the price is worth the risk. And if I can get something for cheap and know if it doesn't work, I won't lose too much in it, then hell, sometimes I'll just go for it.
Mm-hmm. I've done that before. I'll say, well, if it costs me less than $5, it's not even worth having a headache over. It's next. I can blow $5 anywhere, the Dollar Tree, anywhere. So it's like I don't even think about it. So I totally get that. And is that your only online platform that you're selling on?
eBay is obviously my main babe. That's my wife.
Okay.
But my side chicks are, I sell on Mercari, and I do Facebook Marketplace, and of course, the hand-to-hand stuff.
Okay. All right. But those are the side chicks. Okay.
Yeah, those are the side chicks. Yeah, eBay is blue.
I understand.
Yeah, I tried Amazon, but Amazon wasn't acting right. She's like that one that wants to be the main chick was acting up in the background, and you just had to let it go. Yeah, that was Amazon.
Yeah, I can understand that. I used to sell on Amazon. And...
Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about that. Amazon.
We're not. So let me ask you: have you ever? No, because that's not. Never mind. Excuse me. I'm gonna. That question is not really relevant. No, it isn't. It's for somebody that has more of a face-to-face, and that's not what you're doing. So, what? Yeah, and I'm scrolling through. I've got a couple of hundred questions.
Yeah.
So that I can hit all different genres, but that one wasn't yours. So, on an average day, when you're working, what like how many hours do you devote to the business?
Man, that's tough. I've learned, just tying it all in, I've learned to take days off. They're not true days off, but I've learned to unplug. It's hard when you want to be successful.
Yeah.
But on average, maybe about 13 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I start early. I got myself on the schedule, which is key. I got myself on the schedule. I start between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, and normally my kids are in school. I drop them off and I pick them up at at 2:30. So I'm working that whole time, and then I'm working up until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It kind of in between. I'm taking breaks in between.
Yeah.
But yeah, it totals out to about 13 hours.
Okay. So you're in there.
Yeah, you in it. You got to be in it to win it.
It
don't feel like
so
13 hours though.
That's no.
The thing. It
and I think the key thing that you said, you've got to be able to take breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do it straight through. You have to. Yeah.
I'm not as young as I used to be, man. Like, listen to your body, take your breaks. If you're a napper, go take a nap. Well, whatever you get, that's the advantage of working for yourself, and come right back to it and get going again.
Right. So true. All right. Now, everybody has one, whether they think they do or not. Everybody has one. What's Derrick's superpower?
My superpower is being able to filter out the BS.
Okay.
Yeah, I have zero toleration for BS. I don't. It just makes my skin itch. I will back, in my younger days, I used to go straight at it. When keeping it real goes wrong, those type of things. But now I'll just back away from it.
Yeah.
I'll just completely back away from it and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because you can't make no money with BS.
No, it's time waster. You're wasting time doing that.
Yeah, it's not profitable.
Yeah.
People think it's profitable.
It definitely isn't. It definitely isn't.
How do you? So what do you use? What type of marketing or advertising do you use to promote your business?
So as far as my curve painting, I use the neighborhood app. I post ads on Facebook. I do Instagram ads as well, local ads in the area because we have a website where they can schedule.
Okay.
And once they schedule it, it comes to me on my phone, and then go out and take care of it. So right now it's in the down season. That's why you have no one seen, if you follow my page, you haven't seen any videos on the curve painting because it's down season for us right now. It's raining, it's too cold outside. We don't do that. But that's what I use. As far as eBay is one of those great platforms for people that don't resell, that may be watching this. eBay, Amazon, all those big sites, they have built-in advertisement. Everyone knows what eBay is. Everyone knows what Amazon is, and they automatically post stuff onto the web for people to see your items if they're looking for it. So you have and that's what those fees are for. If y'all didn't know that, that's what your eBay fees are for. It's not just because they're making up random numbers. It's because they got to pay for all this other stuff. This free advertising that they're giving you.
Right. Okay. Now, let's see here. Oh, you told me that one. Okay, so what habits help make you successful?
My attention to detail. I'm really detailed and organized. When you're a reseller, you have to be detailed and organized. You cannot be successful in being very, very, very aware of your numbers. You have to be on top of all that, and that came from working retail management, upper management. You have to be on top of everything. Once again, taking the things you've learned from previous jobs, regardless on the category that it's in, and applying it to what you really want to do. So those have played key parts into helping me be successful.
Okay. Now, I know you said you don't care to read, but if you were to write a book about your life and your business experiences, what would it be called?
Oh man, it would be called it's kind of corny, but I would say it's Never Too Late.
That's true. That's a good title.
Yeah, it's Never Too Late.
A little corny, but you know.
It's a little corny, but it is. It's true.
No, it's not.
You get to a point to where everyone thinks that working for yourself should start when you're young. You just don't have the experiences when you're young. A lot of people can't take that, and they're as weak-minded as our youth are nowadays. They'll fail one time and never try again. So with working other jobs, you learn things, and I feel like I waited just a little too long because I knew I could have did it a long time ago, but with age and kids comes responsibilities that you got to be aware of, and I just wasn't set up to where I can jump out on my own. And when I did, in my head initially, I was like, man, I waited too long. It's too late. But it's never too late. It's when you feel like you're comfortable enough to actually do it.
Yeah, and that's true, and especially with, again, entrepreneurial endeavors, it's never too late. You start when you're ready to start.
Yes.
So that's good. Now, I think I'm down to 2 more. Oh, how do you define success?
You can't.
Okay.
You can't, like, if someone said, I know there's a definition in the dictionary, but how does that apply towards you? Because your success is not the other person's success.
Mm-hmm.
My success is simple. I don't care about being filthy rich. That means nothing to me. Mine is having a solid peace of mind and a balance in my life to where I can enjoy my life, but also to be able to enjoy my life, I have to be financially at a financial place to be able to go do some of the things that I want to do. So it's a fine balance in between there, where I would say is success for me. And am I there yet? I can say I am, but if I do that, once you say you're successful, I feel like, me personally, I feel like you're saying, okay, I'm at my peak. And I personally feel like you should never feel like you're at your peak, because then you become complacent.
Yeah. All right. Now, this last one is one of my favorite questions.
Okay.
If you had one piece of advice to give to any budding entrepreneur, what would it be?
Mine would be willing to take constructive criticism.
That's very good.
You're never perfect. You never know everything, and there's always something you can learn. And if you shut that down, you are shutting yourself down for growth. If you think you know everything, you are crippling your business, because you don't. There's so many more things. You don't know what you don't know, as I say, and you don't know that you don't know it until you learn it and see someone else do it, and someone gives you feedback about it. So don't take it personally, and just know that one piece of feedback that someone gives you can change up your whole game. So just take it, file it away, and use it when you need to use it.
There you go. All right, so you got through the hard questions.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, like a champ. I'm over here weaving like this. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Okay, so now we're down to the rapid fire, the last 5.
Okay.
And I'm going to say 2 things, and you're going to pick one of the 2, even if it's something that you wouldn't do neither one of them.
Right.
Okay.
All
right. Jazz or rock?
Jazz.
Okay. Handwriting or cursive?
Cursive.
Okay. Now we're of a particular age, so I know you'll get this. Cell phone or landline?
Oh man, I have to go cell phone.
Yeah, me too. Summer or winter?
I'm gonna say winter.
Ugh.
I'm in California though.
Oh yeah, this is true. No winters here.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Now the last question. Did you like being on Fast 15?
The honest truth, not really. I mean, I don't care too much for the questions. The way you're assassinating my character, I just don't. Yes, of course. See, anytime I get to spend with you is absolutely amazing.
Oh man, thank you so much. You are too funny. How can the people, if you're not already, somebody is going to land on this video that's not following.
Oh yeah,
let's just say
always.
That. But how can they get in contact? Because we're all following.
Yes, there's always someone that's not though. If you want to follow me or find me, Fundamentals of Hustling on Instagram and YouTube, and it's spelled,
and you have a Z in there. Okay, there you go.
Yes, it's spelled differently. It's with a Z at the end. So it's FUNDAMENTALZ with a Z at the end. So that's where you can find me on both platforms. I'm very active on both.
Okay.
So yeah.
And I'll have a link in the description that'll take you right to them. Well, Derrick, it has been absolutely wonderful to be able to sit down and pick your brain. You know, you're one of my favorites. I love all of your content. So thank you so much for joining me today. And you guys go follow Derrick and follow me if you're not already following me. And I will catch you in another episode of Fast 15 real soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.